Hey guys, it's Branson Vanlandingham, and in this video, I'm going to share the number one mistake that I see affecting both salespeople and business owners when they're attempting to sell. Now, in my experience, I've seen this especially be true for people that are newer to sales. So maybe somebody that's selling for the first time, maybe a business owner that's getting themselves out there for the first time. But I've also seen this be true for experienced salespeople, people that have been around the block, people that have had many conversations, people that have seen several different things. And if left unchecked, this mistake will absolutely kill rapport and put us on an island separated from the people that we want to close and convert into clients, which is no good, right? And on this channel at Conversational Closing, we share tips, tricks, strategies, and most importantly, pieces of our conversational closing framework for how we can effortlessly close people in a way that we feel good about, in a way that the people that we talk to feel good about. And this is one of those things that if left unchecked, it absolutely destroys our ability to do those things. And so the number one mistake that I see salespeople or business owners make when connecting with people and trying to sell them is they grossly overcomplicate and unnaturally have conversations with prospects. They get weird, right? And we can all be guilty of this in conversations that we have professionally, where maybe we're coming into a new sales role and we have a script that we need to kind of follow. And we take that and we try to be perfect with it. We try to puff out our chest. We try to say all the right things. We internally worry about our responses to people when we communicate with them. We think consistently throughout our sales conversations about what we should say next, about what we should do if blank happens, whatever the case may be. And by doing that, we have internal conflict and we miss what's right in front of us. We miss what a prospect is telling us. And so as salespeople, if we can have poise and confidence by merging a very specific sales process with who we are naturally, taking that process and making it our own, and we can have poise and confidence from that combined with knowing our product, our service, our offering better than anyone else, and we can connect with high quality prospects where we know that product can genuinely solve their problem and take them to their desired outcome. If all of those things are true, we can naturally converse with a prospect and they can feel the difference. Again, we let a lot of sales gurus and a lot of sales trainings and books and courses and clips and all these things grossly overhype what it is to connect with somebody and attempt to sell them. Yes, we should be sharp. Yes, we should know our industry. Yes, we should feel good about taking someone down a very specific path when attempting to sell them. We don't want a conversation running all over the place, but we want to naturally match who we are as a person with the natural ebb and flow and rhythm of a sales conversation to genuinely have a helpful connection with a prospect. They can feel the difference because guess what? Newsflash, you're not the first person that your prospect's ever connecting with that is trying to sell them something. And newsflash number two, you're likely not the very first person that your prospect's ever connected with that is trying to sell what you were trying to sell them. They've likely heard it before. But what they've likely not heard before is that connecting with somebody that genuinely has a regular, natural human being conversation with them, right? Oh my gosh, this person listened to me. I gave them information on my situation and problem, and the salesperson actually intook it, thought about it, and directly talked about how their product could help me solve that instead of just ramming it down their throat, right? When we can just have a natural conversation with people, that is unnatural in most sales environments, right? Think about the times that you've had salespeople reach out to you. And I always enjoy as a salesperson when someone tries to sell me something because I can see what I like and what I don't like. And many times when people try to sell me things, I see many things that I don't like and many things that they could do differently. And that's what, again, what we talk about on this channel is the experience that comes from seeing a lot of these different things, seeing different perspectives. But here we believe that everybody has some natural gift or strength that you can leverage in combination with a very specific sales strategy and framework, right? Maybe you're naturally funny. Maybe you're naturally charming. Maybe you have a great accent. Maybe you don't get uncomfortable. Maybe you're very smart in your industry. Maybe none of those things are true and you have a gift in another area. But I believe that everybody has some natural ability that they can leverage as a strength in their business and the sales conversations that they have. And the work that I do with my clients is taking our very specific framework of what it means to conversationally close and mold who you are naturally, your gifts, your strengths, your industry, your product, your service, your offering, whatever the case may be, mold what you have combined with what we've developed from thousands upon thousands of live repetitions and over 20 industries and a multitude of offers, and merge those things together. Because what normally happens when someone goes into sales training or someone gets a script or someone takes a new role, they take a very specific sales process that might be a fit for that person, might not, and they try to cram a square peg into a round hole. And most of the time, that's not going to work out. And yes, you need to practice things that come unnatural to you. You need to learn new things and embed good quality things into your process. But ultimately, you need to take a process that works and make it become your own. And I think what a lot of the sales training out there is the opposite of that, is gurus and books and clips and all these things take all this stuff and they tell a person that they should become that at 100%. Right. And again, there's some value in implementing those things, absolutely, but you need to merge it with what comes naturally to you. Because think about it this way. If you were going out to dinner or coffee or just connecting with a friend or maybe your significant other, and you're having a positive routine conversation, right? You're not asking that person to marry you. You're not delivering, devastating news to a friend. You're just connecting with that person, talking to them, right? Routinely. You're not having to hype yourself up to go have a conversation with your friend, right? With your significant other. You're not, while you're talking to them or while they're talking to you, you're not having to constantly run repetitions in your mind, worrying about what they're going to say next, worrying about how you're going to respond to what they tell you, or worrying about how they're going to respond to what you share with them. You're just talking to them. You're having a good time. You enjoy it. It feels good and natural to you, and it feels good and natural to the person that you're talking about. We want that very same thing to be true in our sales conversations, right? And I know for some people, it can be tough to connect with people that they've never met before. I know it can be tough for some people to then work out how they feel like they can actually help them, how they feel like they can persuade them, and most importantly, how they feel like they can use their product or process to genuinely solve that problem that the prospect has and close and convert them into a high-paying client. But we don't have to overcomplicate things to do that. We can take it back to the basics and simply, through our conversational closing framework, talk to that person like we already have some type of relationship with them. Talk about them, talk to them like you know them. Talk about those things with them in a comfortable manner, not in a way, again, that's weird or uncomfortable. Because if you feel that way and you have internal conflict and dialogue running, you're missing what they're telling you, you're not connecting with them on a deep level, it's very surface, and they feel like you're just kind of going through the motions or going through a script or a process and not having a one-on-one conversation with that person where you're intaking what they're saying and outputting a response or solution to it. They feel that. They feel that you're uncomfortable. They feel that you're unnatural. It's weird. It's awkward. I'm sure you've had sales conversations maybe on one side of the prospect or salesperson or business owner side before. And we don't want that to be true. Again, I've talked to people all over the world in a multitude of sales calls and presentations. And one of the things that I always want to be true is that prospect always tells me at some point in that conversation, normally towards the end or after we've closed them, right, that, hey, this conversation was different. I feel like you actually listened. You actually talked to me like a human being, because we as salespeople sometimes act so weird and uncomfortable and fluffy and, puff our chest out in a way that those people feel like we're not actual, real, raw, authentic, genuine people. And we don't want that to be true in our sales conversations. We want people to feel rapport. We want people to feel connection. And I believe by leveraging our closing framework that we have combined with what you naturally have, that we can customize and tailor a solution to effectively do that. So if that's something you feel like is of interest to you, that you feel like you'd like to learn more about how I can work with you to take what you already have and your natural gifts and merge it with our conversational closing framework to be in a position where you can close at least 1 out of 3 people that you connect with. If that's something that you feel of interest to, grab the link below, book a call directly with me. I'll grab some quick information on you, your industry, your offer, and we'll meet to talk further about the potential to take our closing framework and merge it with what you have existing to effortlessly and effectively close and convert more of the people that you're already talking to. I work with high-ticket online business owners that have an offer at $2,500 and above, that have leads coming in, that have appointments getting on the calendar. I help them close more deals and do it effortlessly, do it naturally, again, in a way that you feel good about and the people that you talk to feel good about. So if I can help you with that, if you need help in that area and you know you're missing opportunity, you know you're not naturally conversing with people, and you know that you could make some changes to do just that, grab the link below again, and I look forward to meeting with you further about that. Implement these things in the conversations that you have and let me know the results. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I look forward to speaking further. Thank you.